What up, everybody? It's Chastin J. Miles, and we are facing a serious problem right now, and so many of you have brought this to my attention, and so I wanted to make sure that I address this, because I know that a lot of y'all are out there searching for which brokerage to go to, and people are in your ear saying things like, oh, we're #1 in the industry, and we're the brokerage to be at, but they're lying. And so in this video, I want to tell you what these trigger words are and why you shouldn't take them so seriously, especially when it comes to choosing a real estate brokerage. You probably noticed that my scenery around me looks a little different today because I am not in Dallas today. I am in New York City, but I still feel obligated to make sure that I put out a video, especially about this topic. And so I'm Chastin J. Miles. I'm a Dallas, Texas real estate agent, and if this is your first time watching my channel, welcome. I release videos related to the real estate industry and you know, things that go on in my business so that they can hopefully help you. So if this is your first time here, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, because I release content like this all the time, and I would love to have you a part of my real estate community here. So let's go ahead and dive into this topic on choosing a real estate brokerage but not falling for the fake stuff that's out there. So you're gonna hear words like, we're #1 in the industry, or we have the most agents and we have the best training and all that kind of stuff, but I'm telling you that that means nothing, and you shouldn't take it seriously, because honestly, anybody can say any of those things. And when you go on these interviews, what they do is they manipulate those charts to make it look like their brokerage is the one that you want to be at. And everybody can do this. I can start a brokerage tomorrow and find some numbers to sit here and support anything that I want to tell you, and then have you believing it. But this does not equal how much money you're going to make or how successful you're going to be. Now, what you should pay attention to is the actual market that you're going to be working in, because I can tell you there are a lot of places that are #1 in the industry and all that kind of stuff, but it means nothing. Now, you shouldn't feel like you have to have a big name behind you, like those Keller Williams or like those Coldwell Bankers or any of those types of brokers, simply because when you really dive deep into the specific market that you're going to be working in, that could mean nothing. And I'll tell you why. Because where I work, a lot of more higher priced homes, you see very few Keller Williams, Coldwell Bankers, you see very few of those big name brokerages, and you see a lot of boutique brokerages that specialize in luxury. And so a lot of people choose to do business with those places because they know that those are the ones that are specialized for whatever it is, luxury properties, condos, all that kind of stuff. Anybody can be great, and ultimately it does come down to the agent, but I don't want you to base your decision on someone telling you that they are #1. A few questions that you want to ask. You want to ask how many sales have they had. You want to ask how many agents that they have. You actually want to go and download this sheet that I'll put the link down below in the description, of 50 questions to actually ask a broker when you are interviewing. And that can let you know if it's really worth it for you. Because like I said, anybody can tell you anything, and so you want to be sure that the place that you are choosing to hang your license at actually specializes or does a lot of the real estate that you want to do. And you know, I've seen this time and time again. Like, agents have gone in appointments and they're thinking, since I belong to KW or since I belong to whatever place, that I'm guaranteed because we have this, and we have all these offices around the country. But that could literally not even matter, especially when you're talking about specific types of properties, like luxury properties, like farm and ranch properties, like commercial properties. All of those things can mean nothing, and sometimes a homeowner may not even think that you or your company has the ability to sell a certain type of property because y'all don't have a lot of those different types of listings. And so it's very important for you not to just fall for those trigger words and think that they're gonna make you successful, or think that they're gonna do what you want them to do. Now, there are some great companies out there, and I'm not telling you not to go anywhere or to go to somewhere specific, but I am telling you, don't fall for the hype and don't fall for what you think is going to make you successful, because in the end, it may not even be around what you want to do, and so you're going to be shooting yourself in the foot because you paid them all this money to be a part of this #1 brokerage, and it does nothing. So, like I said, go ahead and download my top 50 questions to ask a broker when interviewing, and base your decision off of those things and not just someone giving you inflated numbers, because like I said, they're all going to make their numbers look better than the next guy's. And if you go in interview after interview after interview, you're going to start to notice that. But everybody shows different numbers for different things, so it's really about what you want. This is something that actually influenced my decision on the brokerage that I ended up going to after I left Keller Williams. And so if you've watched my video, why I left Keller Williams, you'll notice that I pointed out a few things regarding brokerages and what they were telling me there versus what I was receiving. And so the brokerage that I ended up going to, I wanted to sell more properties actually in Dallas. I wanted to get to a certain price point, all of those things. And unfortunately, the Keller Williams office that I was at, it was centrally located in Dallas, but nobody was using them, and there weren't any signs for them in hardly anybody's yards. I mean, I'll maybe see like 1 or 2 there, but I noticed that there was 3 brokerages that people like to call independent or no-name brokerages or boutique brokerages that literally controlled the market. And so that's why I chose to go to one of those, because they were controlling the market. They were selling in the place that I wanted to sell in, and that's ultimately what made my decision. It had nothing to do with what they were telling me if they were #1, because honestly, they're not #1 in the whole country, and in another city, someone may not have even heard of them. But for in Dallas, they're a big deal, and if you're centrally located in Dallas, you're gonna know the name, and the name definitely carries a lot of weight and respect. So I'm Chastin J. Miles. I hope this information has been helpful. I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments, and if you did like this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you a part of my real estate community here. So until next time, I will talk to you soon.